Hey, Cowboy Nation, Cowboy Champs. Well. Yeah, still seem like the same old story. Jerry and Steven cannot get out of their own way. And by now, everybody heard about the Cowboys offered Gregory, I don't know how many years, but I know it was total up to $70 million contract. And at the last minute, the Cowboys tried to change some of the writing on the contract. Randy said, screw both of y'all. I'm out of here. I'm signing with the Broncos. And he can smoke all the weed he can. Well, my opinion about that, about whether or not Randy stay here or not, he's 29 years old. Ever since the Cowboys have drafted him, he only been available probably 2 seasons because of the drug policy the NFL had, and plus his own personal problem. And every year the Cowboys have been drafting a defensive end. We remember the Taco Charlton debacle when you could have had T.J. Watts or Buda Baker. Well, there might be a blessing in disguise for the Cowboys, because that money that you could have given Gregory, you might can use it on Bobby Wagner or another defensive end that's out there. I can't think who else out there, but you still need to fix that offensive line. There are plethora of defensive ends that the Cowboys can draft in the 2nd or the 3rd round that fit the same mold as Gregory. Yeah, Gregory, between the ages of 22 and 26, those are the year that he should have been at his peak. But 29, almost 30, it would have been nice if they would have kept him, but I'm like, to me, it doesn't fade me either way, because you still got the same problem. The middle of your defensive line is still soft. Okay, with that said, I was on the program Roundtable with Cowboys Corner, Dallas Cowboys fan 1980, and Phil Quarter Cowboy this past Saturday. And the main topic always have been the Joneses, the front office. You come out like you know what you're doing. You know how to build a team. And then when you have a perfect opportunity to make your team better, you screw it up. Every time. Now, my humble opinion about what really went wrong with the Gregory signing, you really got to put this on Steven. Because the problem with Jerry, he fall in love with the players. Because if that would have been anybody else, any other team with Gregory would have been gone a long time ago. But the Cowboys, fault of Jerry, that's his one fault at being the GM. You fall in love with your players, you're still hoping that their potential can still be there despite whatever problems that they have. But this, I know, it's one thing to have sympathy for your players, but this is a business. And the business is all about winning. If a player is not available for you, or you cannot depend on a player, you got to let them go. You got to move on. What did Jerry Glanville say? NFL stands for not for long. Will McClay said his job is to replace players. You should replace Gregory a long time ago. Now, the reason why I said you have to put this on Steven and Jerry, they're the polar opposites of when it comes to free agency and this Cowboys. Jerry liked the splash. Steven, he's on the cheap. Very cheap. And that combination will not work with this team, especially if you're trying to build something. That's why I keep saying this team is going nowhere until Jerry and Steven get out of their own way and hire a real football man. But it's the same old story. But let's see how Gregory do with the Broncos. But until then, oh yeah, the Cowboys signed Malik Hooker to a 2-year, and hopefully he should be the starting safety. But you still need a draft one. And let's see what else the Cowboys gonna do now.